term interval, in a very narrow time, actually they are switching on, switching off these circuits like this. And for below part, again they will change the polarity and switch on and switch off. So here when you switch on this, the polarity will be one direction, but when you switch on this, polarity will be in another direction. So that's how they change the polarity. So actually the average voltage shape is going to be like an AC sine waveform. So to understand this clearly, you can see this diagram. See here, if you see this, you can come from the below part, bottom part, that's easy. So here they are keeping it on for a narrow time and keeping it on off for long time. That means this time interval are going to be very small, like in milliseconds or microseconds. So it is going to be on for some microseconds and it's going to be off for some microseconds. Like that, they are turning on the one polarity and they are changing to other polarity. So but eventually the average voltage line is going to be like an AC waveform like this. So here the frequency is too low. So when they increase that switching frequency, see how often, so here they are taking too much time to switch on. Here they are the time which that voltage is kept on is too low, but here they are increasing that on time. See. So when they increase that switch on time, average voltage waveform is increasing, so frequency is increasing. When they increase that on time furthermore, again average voltage waveform is increasing. So that's how they change the frequency. When they change the frequency, speed of the motor is going to increase. That's what we discussed in the previous slides, in the earlier slides. Okay, so we call this technique as pulse width modulation. Because here we are by changing the width of these pulses, we are changing the frequency of average voltage. See, when we increase the pulse width, average voltage frequency is increasing. That's why we call pulse width modulation. Okay. Next part, what are the advantages of VFD? Even the obvious one is when we use the energy or power as per our requirement. According to our requirement, when we change the speed of the motor, we will use power efficiently. So that will improve the efficiency in power usage. Second one, lower operating speeds results in longer life for motor. So when we always use the motor on a high speed, that will reduce the lifespan of the motor. But when we control the speed of the motor, and only when we increase the speed, and after those times when we keep the motor at low speeds, it will increase the lifespan. VFDs can act as a starter of the motor. That means, so normally induction motors, normally three-phase induction motors require a starter to reduce the starting current. So for that purpose, normally different techniques are used. We might have learned like direct online method, star delta starter, soft starter, or electronic starters. But VFD normally these days can also act as a starter. So that will be an added advantage with VFDs. And improved process control will lead to increase in production. So when we control the process efficiently and effectively, eventually at the end of the day, it will become an increase or effective production. And also can be controlled manually, and also it can be connected with PLC. So when using the VFD, we can control the speed of the motor manually. At the same time, by connecting a PLC or any other controller to the VFD, we can automate the process of a VFD based on the field conditions. But so these are the advantages, but it has one major drawback. So the major drawback with VFD is the possibility of harmonics. What is harmonic? What are harmonics?
Noises due to the high frequency of pulsating.
Yeah, those kind of that harmonic noises comes due to many reasons. Normally, when we have AC to DC conversion systems or DC to AC conversion systems, and when the frequencies frequently change, like as you said before, there is a possibility for harmonics. So this harmonics will harm the total system also sometimes. So that is the only one drawback with variable frequency drive or VFDs. But to avoid that, this is what we have to do. So to avoid these harmonics, it should be ensured that VFD is installed and run with the specification defined by the manufacturer. That means, say when we buy a VFD, a system design specification, installation specification, at what voltage it should be connected and at what voltage it should be operated. Either all the specifications will be given. So when we follow, yeah, when we follow all these instructions and specifications correctly, that issue of harmonics can be eliminated. But sometimes that following total specifications strictly will be difficult. That's the issue. Okay. So that's all for VFD. So it's a simple introduction for VFD. So that's enough. So with this I have to finish. Before that, just be on the line. I have to make sure one thing. Now only 6 people are available, right?
Sir, can you wait for a second?
Okay. How do I save this?
Sir,
Yeah.
are you still in college network or are you using a separate router?
No, college network. Why is that? Any issues?
Sometimes there's buffering. So there
No,
is only one router for the entire college, one ADSL connection to the entire college network. So that is the problem.
Okay, that's why we have these issues, right?
There's a one connection to the library and everybody is using that network to browse.
Then that will be an issue only. Okay, anyway, that's all for today. So I will finish with today's session anyway. And I will send you the modified notes today. I think, when will you have industrial automation exam?
Exam has been postponed, so we don't know the exact date.